So hello Sabina, and hello everyone who's watching. Welcome to 5D Experience channel, where I interview people about 5D world, what it means, what they they think about that, what their vision is, about how to build a new world and how it's like to be there, to imagine to be there. And today, with me, I have Sabina, and it is just the start of 2025 in January. We're sitting in Ängsbacka studio with nice microphone and nice camera, and let's see where we go.
Hello.
Yeah, welcome. Nice to have you here.
Thank you.
And this is also the premiere of um, my channel, as I told you already. So I'm curious to start actually with you because I've been to the place where you stayed before, and I think we're gonna get into that. And also that we're now in Ängsbacka because it's also for me a kind of 5D oriented place, at least how I see it. Um, yeah. So, would you like to present a bit yourself, like just who you are, where you come from, how your life has been, so people can orient themselves.
Yeah. So I'm now 75 and my life start like most of the people, the life starts. I grew up in a very small village in north of Bavaria. I had a really free childhood. Could stroll around and uh, uh, felt really free. Yeah. I only had to show up when the bells of the church are ringing, then I know I have to go home. But yeah, and then I grew up. I become a nurse, and then I fell in love with a man, and I married him. So, and the next 27 years, I had a fully normal life in the society. This I had for children, and when the children were grown up, I left my husband and felt free again. And then uh, by accident, I get to know this community where I live now since 20 years. And I was attracted to not so much to live in a community, but the the what they are researching on, I was already interested when I was young. But then I had no time. I was busy with children growing, working, all this da 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 normal life in society, in the normal society. And then I decided very very, very quick, I want to experience this community life and to do research on different issues, how to create, for example, inner and outer peace. This was a big uh, question for me, how to create this peace inside in order to create peace outside. And then, yeah, and since then I live in this community, but I'm also engaged in work in Palestine because this is really close to my heart. And this is also, yeah, this is a very unique spot on earth, I think, where you really can experience what is made to people if they live in circumstances like this, yeah? Occupation, war, again and again. And then the question of how is it possible to create peace on earth? Yeah, this is the question I always carry inside of me. Yeah, this is the short version of myself.
Thank you. Yeah, that's great. So the community that you mentioned where you've been is called Tamera in Portugal.
Yeah.
Is there something brief you want to share about that for those who haven't heard about it before?
I think it's one of the most exciting communities. It inspires me a lot, yeah, to live with people together. And of course, you have all these issues you have when some people live together. There are conflicts arising, and you have to deal with it. Yeah? So Tamera is not a place for holidays. It's a challenging place. You work constantly on your issues, yeah, to solve them or to create yourself new or uh, yeah, to get to know who you really are without all the must, yeah, to become a truthful being, yeah. What else to say? And I like all the issues we are studying. Yeah, we are studying. It's mainly a peace research village, and it's also a healing biotope. Yeah, where we want to find out how can we heal ourselves, how can we heal our relationships. This is a very huge part of our study. How we um, heal our relation with the animal world and with the earth, yeah.
I remember this the story that someone told me about the relationships with these wild pigs, or how they're called,
Wild boar.
wild boars.
Yeah.
That you as a community made a contract
Yes.
with them so that they don't come and eat your
Destroy.
crops. Yeah.
Yeah. And we plant specially fields for them that they can eat the crops. Yeah. And of course, you have to make contact with them. Yeah. And to remind them, don't destroy our garden or, yeah. To yeah, really make serious contracts. And we also have contracts with our rats because there are rats everywhere in the world, yeah? And you don't want them to come to your living space, yeah? For example, I live in a caravan. Most of our members live still in caravans, and the rats enter the caravans and they
ignore it.
Yeah, so you have to speak with them, respect my place, my living space. You can be around, but not in my living space and destroy things, yeah? And you can write a paper to them and leave the paper there, and you can also speak to the higher self of the rats, yeah? The boss, so yeah, let's say the.
And how was the effect?
It works.
Yeah.
Yeah. But if you are lazy, if you don't make real contact with them, they don't respect you. Yeah. I don't have rats in my caravan. Yeah. And the wild boars, they are so, they are not shy, not afraid because they know you don't want to hurt them. Yeah. So they are really walking in a distance from 1 meter next to you with the piglings.
With the piglets or piglings, yeah.
Yeah.
it's wonderful. I have a small video, a short video on it.
I have also
It would be nice to actually cut into this interview and show the people. It's wonderful. Yeah. So Tamera is this biotope. I'm thinking about when you started. So you lived this. If we go back again to your story, and you lived this life, and you had children, and then you left your husband. And what I wonder, what made you take the step? Like, was it hard? Was there something? Was there some hesitation? Or did you read any books long time ago that made you think in that direction? If you understand, like it was. So I wonder if the people that kind of normal people, or I'm always referring to where I've been in the city at work 8 to 5, and being in a stress that I didn't really understand until I got exhaustion. And maybe they feel a bit lost, or they have some kind of interest in another type of living, but they don't know really where to go, or how it really is. And so I wonder if you had something that really helped you in that sense, or you found it within, and you knew I'm going this direction.
Yeah. I was working as a nurse, in a operation unit. Can we say something like this?
Where you operate on people?
No, I'm not a doctor. I'm a nurse, so I was assisting.
Yeah.
And for a while, it was interesting and good for me because you see all these new things. You look into the body, so it's exciting, But after a while, I was not so satisfied any longer because I couldn't accept the philosophy of cutting something and then letting the patient go and say, now you're healed. Not to go to the reason why someone creates a disease, So I was looking for alternative things and was also studying different things. And I was on a search in a way, And then I found I got this information about this community. It was very magic in a way, It happened I saw a brochure from Tamera, and I read all this, and I said, wow, they do all these things I was interested when I was young, I want to have a look. And then I went there for a small event, the olive harvest, and I was not so inspired at this time, but something happened inside of me, how they entered the olive grove with awareness and with asking, can we pick the olives from you? And so it made something for inside of me happen. And then I decided I will go the next year and really observe what's going on there. I was curious, so curious. curiosity is good to have, to be curious about life. Yeah. So I was there, and then I decided I will stay there. Yeah. And yeah, because I could learn so many things. So I stayed there. And it was, I think I was in a special situation because I could go. Yeah. My children were grown up. I had only to take care in a way for myself. Yeah. So it was not a big decision. I left my job, my house, everything. And yeah, was not it. I was also not so attached to things. Maybe people and not afraid. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think if people are afraid to step in the unknown somehow, then it's much more difficult. Yeah.
I totally agree.
But if you are curious and yeah, I was not afraid. So, and I'm still there. Yeah. And I will stay there. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's my home base.
Yeah, I just agree with that. It's an inner work,
Yeah.
and if something inside tells you it's dangerous, or if you're afraid, you're hesitant of something, you will probably not do the step.
Yeah.
Or at least it's going to be a big challenge to actually make the step. But
Yeah.
if it's peaceful inside, if it's very easy, and that's also one thing I want to encourage people in general, that what is on the surface. There are so many videos and Instagram and I don't know, all of these apps that I'm not using nowadays, where you see a surface and there's a lot of the focus on the surface, but you don't see the depth. And we are the human being is all of it. We're deep and broad, and there are invisible, and there's emotions happening, and there's higher self happening. There's everything that is not seen on the surface.
Yes.
It's so important to actually show it. And I believe that this new culture, or at least what I want to create, a new culture, is more transparency, more honesty, more vulnerability. It's going to help us, all to explore this further.
And I think the surface also will not satisfy us. Yeah. If we always swim on the surface, we are always longing for something else. Yeah. And sometimes we don't know what we really long for. Yeah. But inside of us, something knows. Yeah.
And so you stayed in Tamera and recently decided to move, or to at least you take a step, and I'm curious what it is about. I know from before that you have like many years in as a project, or as a vision.
Yeah.
If you want to talk about that a bit.
You mean what I'm doing now?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Since some years
what
I had
made you take the step also.
Yeah. Since some years I had this idea came to my mind. I should travel like how to say, ambassador is a bit too much for me. Yeah, is this ambassador? I would say like a gypsy, or I would see me like a storyteller. Yeah. So the idea came to me, I want to travel from community to community to tell my story, where I come from, what we are doing, then to listen to this community, what are you doing, what is your focus, and to connect communities with each other. This is the idea behind. Because what I found in these 20 years we live, kind of, we open now more and more, but as a community, we still live in Portugal in a bubble, yeah? And we don't know so many communities around us, yeah? And we also don't have so much connection with each other. And I think in the next years, or how I see the world in the future, we will live in communities. Because now, when I go into society, I see a lot of single persons, people living in apartments, going at home in the evening, they are by themselves, yeah, and they don't know what to do with themselves. So they play computer games but they feel alone. I can see this when I go. When I visit my family in Germany, yeah, a lot of people, and I think this is not how we are meant to live. As humans, I think we meant to live in tribes or in communities, yeah. And so my idea is to connect communities with each other, at least that they get to know what is in 100 kilometers around me, what is happening, where are the people who want to create a new world, yeah? A world where you can trust each other, where you can speak your truth without fear, yeah? Where you support each other, this normal longing, yeah? I want to take care of you, and I'm happy that you take care of me, yeah? This mutual support, yeah? So then, this idea I had some years ago already, and it was growing and growing, like being pregnant with something. And I didn't manage to make a cut, yeah, and say, now I leave my community. I left my task behind me, and I want to do this, yeah. I've felt also this urgency and this necessity, yeah. And then, luckily, I had my birthday last year in February, and I said, now it's really time to do it. Yeah, if I don't do it now, I will not do it. Yeah.
So is that when you left? On
I
your
stayed
birthday?
a little bit longer because I want to finish my task, yeah, that I can go with a good feeling. And then I left in, I think, beginning of June. So I was ready to leave.
Yeah, 2024.
2024. And I visit some small communities around Tamera, around my community. And then I went to Germany to a community. And what else? Yeah. It's like this when I'm in a country, then I visit communities in this country. Yeah. I have not this plan from, yeah. So now I'm in Sweden, I will visit communities in Sweden. When I go back to Portugal, I will visit communities in Portugal. When I go to Germany, like this, yeah.
Yeah. We have very, very similar lifestyle in that case. Or at least
Yeah,
what
to let,
I'm transitioning to.
yeah, to invite life also and respond to life, yeah. Yeah, not to have this fixed plan. I have to go from Portugal to Spain and then to France and like this. No. Yeah.
It's also easier when you're free, when you don't have a flight ticket or something back in a month. You have to return. It's open.
Yeah.
Then it's
Yeah.
also easy to stay.
Yeah. Yeah.
And how were you received? Like this project of connecting communities? How was it received in those places you've been to? If you want to share some stories about that.
They all say it's a great idea, yeah, but I cannot, I only can inspire the people, yeah, to bring this idea. It's good that you make contact with your communities around or with your projects around, and I can tell them there's this and this and this and this, and they do this and this and this and this. And if you need support, for example, you want to create a water retention landscape, or you want to reforest your area, yeah, or you want to get to know more about permaculture, then I can tell them, look, in this, um, it should also be not 1,000 kilometers
Yeah, it's
away,
too
yeah,
far. Yeah.
yeah, but 100 kilometers, yeah, then you can make contact with them, yeah. And when I go to a community, I tell them this, and I ask them also, are you open for requests from other communities? Yeah. But what the communities then do with this idea is up to them. Yeah. I cannot make the contacts with all of them and invite gatherings or things like this. Yeah. It's more inspire people, and maybe they think, yeah, it's a good idea if I can ask for support, or if I can support with my knowledge, yeah, to exchange this, yeah, and to connect more with each other, because I think together we are much stronger. Yeah,
Of course.
we can change the world. We are not lonely warriors.
So here in Ängsbacka, I've been maybe 2 months now, and I've been to quite some workshops and um, group work and so on. And I know already from before other places I've been to that how similar we are, that other people also have might have a fear of connecting, or if they find someone attractive, they might not want to go there and close and say that because of a fear of rejection, or they might have a fear of speaking in public, or they also have children to take care of and other stuff to do and so on. And they might have an inner stress which they don't know how to deal with. It's like a lot of things that are are similar in us, and I believe that when we see others that other are also similar to us, it's so much easier to just open up,
Yeah.
and understand we support each other. We actually need that support, because we are all this whole organism. We're all this have this like common source, and finding it and recognizing it in each other actually make us more whole. We come home to ourselves much faster.
Yeah, and we lose fear, no? Yeah. So
And have you talked to someone here in Ängsbacka about your project? And I'm curious how it was received in that case, as we're here now.
Ängsbacka, it's not so easy. Because I cannot really sense the community. Yeah, the Ängsbacka, the original Ängsbacka community. Yeah, it's. I get to know now more and more extended community members, but this is for me. They are extended. Yeah, it's not really community. Yeah.
So just I want to say, for those that don't know Ängsbacka, there is it's a community of roughly in the winter off season, maybe 50 people, And during the summer, the very peak, there might be thousands of people, like 1,000, 2,000, I don't know, around there, and everything in between. And there is always a part of uh, a community, like these 50 or something, that's called working, um, the working community, that they take care of all the spaces. And then the extended are is like the outer circle, and they might be the ones that have a contact with, like a relation to Ängsbacka. They have been here before, but they live a bit outside because they have now children or they have other work to do or something. But they still come here at times. But also, it can be extended that you're on the other side of the world and you still feel a relation. You come into Zoom and different. So there is like a network. Yeah.
So I mainly speak with the people who live on the place and run the place in how I observe it. They run the place, and these are the volunteers. Yeah. So I spoke a lot with them, but they are not here forever. Yeah. They are coming and going. And yeah, I can speak about my plan, but they don't live now in a community or they don't run an own project. Yeah. So Ängsbacka is a bit different. Yeah. And but I'm in peace now with this place, because it's also very important for people who are searching, yeah, have questions for their life, because here they can experience a lot. Yeah. My question is, does it last? Yeah. Is it sustainable? What they learn here, what they experience here, can they take it with them? Does it change something inside of them? Yes, that they look with different eyes into the world and want to live with more awareness, with more caretaking for other people, for the world, for Mother Earth. Yeah, I think it's a very important place here, but not for living forever here. It's more this um, um, exchange of knowledge, growing, growing your awareness, transformation, getting to know yourself much better. Yeah.
And do you have ideas of where you will go next after this? Because I guess you will not stay here forever either.
No, I will stay here because, yeah. I was here in Ängsbacka the first time in autumn or in late summer for the Global Eco Village Network.
Yeah, the Gen Conference.
The Gen Conference. And then I want to know more of this community, how it works, and had also a lot of interviews with participants and with volunteers, and and then I extended stay longer, and then I went back to Tamera, and then I had this idea I have to do something for myself to recharge my batteries and look into myself. And for this, I thought maybe Ängsbacka is the right place, because if I would stay in Tamera, I would be busy all the time. So I had this image of winter, snow, cold, darkness, silence.
You got everything here.
No, not so much silence, but I think silence will come, after the New Year festival, will become quiet and so I want to use this time for hibernating, retreat, and then I will visit some communities in Sweden.
In Sweden.
Yeah. Maybe I have not so much time, maybe 3 or 4. And then I will go back to Tamera because we celebrate our 30-year anniversary in May. So this is important.
That's a good date.
To be
good
there.
date for me to know also.
Yeah. So I will be there maybe for 1 month, and then I'm in Portugal. Then I will visit communities in Portugal. Yeah.
Oh, so is it still is it open for other people like me to come to Tamera in May, or is it still closed?
No, it's open
Then
from
it's open.
April on.
Okay.
Yeah, you can come as a volunteer. Then you are for sure here for the anniversary.
Yeah.
Because it will be a more intimate space in May, end of May. And then there will be a big gathering in July. Or, beginning of July. A bigger event, And then, of course, there are all these courses running and, but come as a volunteer.
That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So can I ask you a bigger question?
You can ask everything.
And of course, up to you to answer. So it's about this new Earth. It might be a concept that people have different opinions on or images of. And I'm very visual, so I like to I do vision boards myself. I take different colored pencils and do stuff. So, what is your vision of this new Earth? And maybe you can. Well, I can ask that first, and then I have some extra questions after that.
Okay.
But basically, when you think also maybe it can come, and or the way there, and how it looks like, how it smells, how it tastes, what you do there, what other people do.
For me, it should be a world without fear. That we start to trust each other again. That we can show us how we really are without fear. That we become authentic. This would be the first step. That everybody can have the possibility to be authentic. Not to be judged or however he or she looks like or what kind of opinion you have, that you respect each other. Yeah? This would be the first step. And then to share our resources. Yeah. I don't need 20 trousers or to be not so attached to things we have, that we think, this is mine and I don't want to share it. That we share it freely, because I believe that I have this deep belief that everything we need is provided for me. It will come, So I can give away things. It will come anyway. It will come from another side, So to share each other. And this all around the world, yeah. If all the people are sure, yeah, that they get everything they need, so they can share, yeah. And if everybody shares whatever, nobody has to suffer, yeah. But um, someone has to start it, yeah, to 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 dare to do it, yeah. And then it's for me, it's like you can infect, yeah, infect other people with this, yeah. Then maybe they dare also to share things, yeah. And the other thing is I think as humans, we are actually, we have this because we, we give life, yeah. Yeah, we give life, yeah. So at life, how we give life, we are not like ducks, yeah. They jump immediately into the water. The mother has not to take care so much.
Ah, yes.
Yeah, this kind of these small babies we have to protect. Yeah.
Yes.
This is
During years, it's
through years. So I think inside of us we have this ability to take care, yeah, and to expand it not only to our small family, our own children, to 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 take care about everything what is around us. And we forgot it, or we don't care. Yeah, we don't care, yeah, to regain this caretaking. And then the planet will not be destroyed any longer. Yeah, if we care, if we start to care again, yeah, for everything. And then we live in paradise. And this is the vision, to live again in paradise.
Yeah. When you say this, to care or not to care, I get this picture that people live in a like in a room or in a, well, it looks like a box, but they have a certain field of view, and this is what I care for, and beyond that I don't care.
Yeah, yeah.
And different people have different amount, kind of different, big rooms, small rooms, how much they care, or kind of what they think, how much they can handle. And I believe we can handle much more if there is peace inside, if there is no fear, if there is
no fear.
Yeah, and you just let go of, or let free the creativity inside you, the exploration. And it's like the typical one. You ask someone who is in a stress, and do you have time for this? No, I don't. But if someone in their family has some kind of urgent situation, they find time.
Yeah, yeah.
Typically, they do.
Yeah.
So then that is like and imagine that you expand this room, how much you care, to more,
Yeah.
and like other people, to the planet, to how it's yeah, I can really see it's a beautiful world, and how interconnected it would be.
Yeah. If you see, not only this is my room, yeah, or my house, I take care. If you see the world, the planet, this is my planet, yeah, I live there, so I take care of the whole, yeah. And then if everybody does it, it's not a lot of work. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, this is the bigger picture.
Wonderful, wonderful. I guess we can round off soon. So I wonder if you yeah, if you have some maybe inspiring words for any people that watch that are, they don't really know maybe yet if community is right for them or not. I mean, so I imagine in general the the viewers or the people that, at least from my experience, that I meet, those who already know about community, they live it, or they know it, so there is not much of a hesitance or challenge to go in it, and they can explore it or not, but they know it. And then there are people that don't know at all, and they might be curious, but it's very very far away for them, and maybe not even for them, because maybe some people just, they have another path, and which is of course okay. And then I'm thinking about those people that maybe are curious but really don't yet know if it is for them and what options there are. Maybe you have some inspiring words for them somehow, like go to Tamera, or
No.
try something else.
Yeah, at
I don't
least
know.
try something. Yeah, or look inside of you and listen what you are longing for. Yeah, and then try it. Yeah, don't be afraid. Try something. Yeah, if it's not the right thing for you, it's fine. Then you tried already. But if you don't try anything, you never know. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. Be curious about the world. Yeah, beyond
Mhm.
your door.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look, open the door and look what's outside.
Mm.
Yeah. And if it's not for you, close the door and stay in your home. Yeah. But try. Yeah.
Mm.
Try something new.
Mm.
Yeah. I don't know if this
That's
is
great.
inspiring.
For someone, it might. I think, uh, those who need to hear. There always will be those who need to hear this, and then it's going to be super inspiring for them.
Yeah. It's like food. Yeah.
It's like food. If either
If you,
you like it
if
or.
if you never tried, you cannot say I don't like it. Yeah? But if you are curious how does it taste, you have at least take one spoon. Yeah. And then you can say, no, actually, no, I only eat pasta. Don't try sushi.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, great. Well, thank you for this.
Welcome.
I'm
Very
really,
welcome.
really happy for this interview. Yeah, I think it's I really like this format for some reason, and I even imagine more people, maybe some kind of, a few people from different communities imagine that, and they can actually sit and share stuff. Yeah, we'll see what happens.
You can with this this technique you can place them also if they are not here. Yeah.
Yeah, of course. Oh, I haven't thought about that. Of course. Yeah, yeah, this new technology, definitely. I will think
And
about
you
it.
also can make the background
Yeah,
very different.
you could have like one person here, one there, and it is somehow
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah, you can do a lot of stuff.
Mm. Okay.
Okay.
Thanks a lot.
Welcome.